Hi everyone, my name is Samantha Hawley and I just wanted to take a little bit of time to share with you guys why I decided to become a Beachbody coach and what it's done for me so far. So my story begins back in October of 2013 and actually it really begins before then. October is when I decided that it was finally ready for me to take control of my life, to take control of my health and fitness, and to make a change. Before October of 2013, I was always into fitness. I was mostly into nutrition, but I wasn't consistent in my workouts. I was not consistent in my nutrition. I would often work out all week long and then binge eat on the weekends and just relax and not do much on the weekends. And so any progress that I made would quickly fall apart because of my nutrition, or vice versa. Sometimes my nutrition was really well, but my workouts were just so inconsistent or ineffective. At the time, I thought I needed to run for an hour a day to lose weight or to build muscle, and clearly that is not the case. That's not how I've been able to see any progress in my body. I actually now only do 30-minute workouts, nothing more than that, and that's how I've been able to see my body change and build these muscles right here. So just the inconsistency in my workouts. A large portion of my struggle, though, came from my mind. I was not in a good place mentally. I had self-body image issues. I didn't ever really feel that positive about my body. If I did, it was short-lived. I would feel good in one outfit, or I would feel good at times, but I would very often always determine my happiness based off of the number on a scale. I would weigh myself at least every Friday. Fridays were my no matter what, I have to check in and see how I did this week. And very often it would fluctuate, right? Our bodies are supposed to fluctuate. And my weight would fluctuate up 0.4 pounds or down 0.6 pounds or up 7 pounds, down 7 pounds, whatever it was. I was never happy. That number, I would be so devastated if I had such a good week and I gained 0.4 of a pound. For me, at that point in my life, that would have made me fall apart and I would have binge eaten probably because of that number. I thought, I did so good, how could I not lose any weight this week, or how could I not feel better this week? So it was just a really bad place mentally. It wasn't awful, but it was just very taxing. It was practically all I ever thought about was what I was eating, what I was going to eat next, and what workout do I need to do to burn the most calories and be the most efficient. So come September of 2013, I was on a family vacation and I was in a bathing suit that didn't quite fit me all that well, and I just didn't feel very positive about myself because of all those reasons I just explained. And then I decided I needed to make a change. I've tried so many different diets, unfortunately diet pills, lots of different workout programs. I was constantly Googling things on how to work out my abs, or how to burn the most fat, or how to lose the most water weight easiest and quickest. Everything like that, and nothing was working. And so I thought, I need to try something new. And that was when I decided to try Turbo Fire. It's a kickboxing workout program, super fun. The reason why I liked it is because I was only really into cardio and then stuff like squats and push-ups and things that I knew to do without any equipment at the gym. And kickboxing was so different. It was so out of my comfort zone and so much fun that I never really felt like I was working out. I was dripping in sweat, you guys. It was like such a workout, but because it was so fun and you're punching and you're like dancing, it's a whole different level of fitness. And I was able to lose 10 pounds with that. The best thing though is that 2 weeks in, I started to feel a change in my brain. I remember, I think this was actually 3 weeks in, it was Friday morning at 11 a.m. and suddenly I remembered I did not yet weigh myself. And I was like, oh my God, I have to go weigh myself. But mind you, I used to weigh myself Friday mornings, very first thing. So as soon as I got up, I would weigh myself because I didn't drink any water and I didn't eat anything. So it was my lowest weight that I'd be at all day. And this particular Friday, I forgot, and it was 11, and I already had breakfast, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna gain weight. And then I was thinking, why do I need to weigh myself? I feel happy, I feel confident, I feel awesome, I feel like a badass doing these workouts and in control of my nutrition. Why do I need a number to tell me how happy I'm gonna be today? And I almost cried when I thought that, because it was so new to me, because for so long, when you're addicted to a scale, you believe what the scale says, and things change in your mind based on that number. And so when that happened, it was just a huge wake-up call. And that was the day that I decided I wanted to look more into what it would be to become a coach. I was very skeptical of coaching. I had heard it was a pyramid scheme. I had heard that some people make millions of dollars where other people make $0. I had Googled everything and anything about Beachbody coaching because I was so skeptical. I talked to my coach about it. I probably had her wait many, many weeks, if not months, to convince me to actually sign up to coach, because we were talking before I even started Turbo Fire. And then it hit me that I just needed to step out of my element, and one of my biggest concerns was that I felt so great after 3 weeks of Turbo Fire. What happens after the program ends? It's a 90-day program, so I would be good until then, but then what? Then would I go back to my inconsistent workouts and inconsistent nutrition, or would I fall off before then? Would I only get to 30 days and then give up, or just fall off the bandwagon? And so one of the biggest reasons why I decided to sign up to coach was for the accountability. I thought, even if no one was watching me on social media, if I was posting about my workouts, then one person may have been watching my journey, and to me that was enough to hold me accountable. Just imagining an imaginary person supporting me and pushing me and thinking that I could potentially inspire that person to do the same and to live healthier, that would make me want to stay consistent with my own workouts. So yeah, it is kind of a selfish reason, but I needed that. I needed something a little bit more to push me to stay accountable. I was determined not to fall off, and coaching allowed that for me. Another reason why I decided to sign up to coach was for my student loans. I went to undergrad and 1 year of graduate school, and I had an insane amount of loans. I burst into tears many times because I had so much debt, and I couldn't get a car loan because my debt to income ratio was way out of range. And I thought, if I could just put $100 extra towards student loans each month, that would be awesome. That would be great. Another main reason why I decided to sign up to coach was because I wanted to help people. Not in the way that most coaches say. Like, I can't relate to someone that needs to lose 50 pounds or 150 pounds, but I can relate to people who have that mental struggle. And I think people of all shapes and sizes have that mental struggle. So my hope is that I can help people that are battling with that, even if they need to gain weight to get over that. And so that was one of my goals, is I want to target people that really need to believe in themselves, they need the accountability, and they need that mental switch, that they are more than a number on that scale. I also, again, kind of selfish reason that I joined, my coach was going on so many trips, and I was like, why would I not go online and share my health and fitness, get fit and healthy, and go on free trips? It sounded too good to be true, but I saw my coach doing it, and so I was like, if I join, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be going on all of these trips. So I decided to sign up that October of 2013, and I told my coach, or no, I don't even think I told my coach, I told myself, I'm going to give myself 3 months to see what I can do in my business. I'm going to do everything my coach tells me to do. I'm going to put my all into it. I'm going to leave everything on the table. In 3 months, I will take a poll and see, have I broken even in my initial investment? Have I profited? And am I happy? If all of those things were no, or any of those things were no, if I didn't break even, if I wasn't profiting, and or if I wasn't happy, I was gonna quit. And I would have been fine with that. I already made peace with that before I started. So I was thinking, I'm just gonna put it all out there and see where it takes me. 3 months in, I made well over what I had intended or even dreamed of making in 3 months. I was super happy and the most fit that I'd ever been at the time and was loving what I was doing. I did have a full-time job, and so I needed to prioritize my business and make the time to fit in my business activities. To do that, I would wake up an hour earlier than usual. I would do my 30-minute workout and then do some business building activities. I would use my lunch break to do some coaching activities, and then about 30 to 45 minutes after dinner and before bed. So I was probably spending about an hour and a half total, 2 hours including my workout, but an hour and a half with doing coaching activities while having a full-time job. I did that for 2 years. And with that time, I was able to build myself up to quit my full-time job. And that soon became a goal of mine, because as soon as I started to see what was possible with Beachbody coaching, I wanted that freedom. I had gotten a dog, and I want to take him to the dog park when I want. I don't want to have to rush during my lunch break to come home, to walk him, to rarely ever go to the park because I don't have time, or I have to be back in 5 minutes. I wanted that freedom to do that. It sounds so silly, but just having the freedom to walk my dog whenever I want, or go get ice cream or fruit and snacks, or go to the farmer's market with my sister when she gets out of work early on Fridays. I wanted to have my own schedule, and that's not something I always wanted. I thought that working an 8-to-5 job and working my way up in that company is exactly what I wanted. I saw movies when I was younger of women professionals that worked their way up, and they were badasses and awesome, and I was like, I'm gonna be that person. And so for the longest time, that was what I was going for. But with the taste of coaching, I quickly decided that while that is awesome and I was working my way up at my current company, I wanted that freedom, that personal freedom, that I could do whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. And so that has happened. I quit my full-time job in September, so now I've been almost full-time coaching for a year. I've also become a 6-figure earner. I have a thriving team Supercharged, and I couldn't be more happy with where I am right now. I still fall off with my nutrition and fitness. I'm human, I'm not afraid to say that. I go through highs and lows, ups and downs with my fitness, with my business. You know, it's not always joyful, but overall, I'm the happiest that I've ever been in my entire life, because I decided to take this scary, unknown risk of coaching, and I put my all in it right from the start. I've kept that enthusiasm and positivity and a hard work ethic. It's not easy being a coach. It's really easy tasks that we're doing, but it's day in and day out of believing in yourself and your why, and knowing where you want to be. How can coaching help you get there? Maybe it's not coaching full-time, and I'd say 95% of my team works full-time, and probably 40% of them love their jobs, which I'm so happy about. I'm so glad that coaching can be another hobby for them that can help them earn money towards whatever they want. But for people like me, I realized that I didn't want that. One other thing that coaching has done for me is I have 4 student loans, I had 5. I paid off one completely. Another one I cut down from 30 years to 5.5 years, and I'm chipping away towards the other ones too. And I paid off my credit card debt. So coaching is not all about finances. When I joined this, my goal was $100 a month. So I clearly didn't join to become a 6-figure earner, but my hard work and dedication in finding this tribe of an amazing fitness family has been what's gotten me to where I am today. So the only reason I'm sharing all of this with you guys is because tonight, if you're watching this as I'm recording it, I'm hosting an event tonight called Sneak Peek into Coaching, Wine and Why, so bring your wine glasses. And my team, myself and 6 other leaders on my team, 5 other leaders, are going to be covering everything about coaching. I want to tell you guys a little bit about my backstory before this event, because tonight we're diving right into the nitty-gritty details of what do we do as coaches. Are there qualifications or prerequisites that you need to have to be a coach? How much does coaching cost? What is that initial investment? the time commitment. How much time do you really need to spend to be successful as a coach? Coaching myths, is it a pyramid scheme? All of that. And it's a time for you guys to ask any questions that you have. You'll have up to 6 coaches answering your questions, so now's a great time to just throw out random questions you have and get lots of different perspectives and ideas. And if you are not watching this on July 21st or 22nd when we're having this event, I do have these events once a month where you'll get all of this information. So just comment below or send me an email at samanthassays@gmail.com and I'll get you hooked up into our next latest and greatest event. And if you guys are joining us tonight, I cannot wait to share more with you. We start at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and we have a pre-recorded video that will be uploaded every 5 to 6 minutes. So log in, keep refreshing your screen, sipping on your glass of wine. We're all about balance, and I can't wait to share more with you guys about this opportunity, the amazing things it's done, not only for me, but the other coaches on my team. And hopefully you guys are open to joining us. If you have questions about this or my story, I'm more than happy to share anything with you guys. So I will talk to you soon, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.